Okay. Now let's see if we can get set up here. Very, very important topic tonight. Very important. Okay, yeah, we got plenty of people in here. We got 2 people. Hi. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I'm Ethan Van Sciver. Hi. Yeah, it's time to go live. We had quite a day today. Quite a day of unboxing toys. I don't know if any of you watched any of the new videos that are up. I'm trying to keep on top of all this for you guys. It's very important. Hi, Ivan. Yeah, he says, hey, you're the best with your soothing, sarcastic voice. Well, a spoonful of sugar makes the vinegar go down. I really find that to be true. Indie Defense says the Ewok movies are highly underrated. I'm prepared. I'm prepared to believe that. I really am. Andre says, Zach's live stream froze. Was that you? No. No. It wasn't me. I was in there for a little while, and then I just decided, hey, it's 11 o'clock. I want to do a live chat every other day, on this channel. So I need to get one in before it's too late. Hi. Yeah. Ethan used his 1337 hacks to take down Zach's live stream. Boy, I wish I had that kind of power. I really do. Welcome, Diversity, Inclusion, Compassion, Kindness, and Comics. Hello. Hello, Cecil. I hope you guys listened to the uh, High Council live stream the other night. It was broadcast at first from my channel, but apparently I need to buy a new laptop. And I got to do that. I got to get out and get a brand new laptop. I haven't bought a laptop in 10 years. Like, the laptop I have is very old. So I want to get a new one. And that way I can host um, uh, some of these high council meetings and not have to leave it up to Jeff at World Class Bullshitters. He was good enough to pick it up and go from there. So that's good. Cecil became a big star last night. Those of you um, who didn't watch it, you really missed out. Go find that video. Everyone loves Cecil. Everyone despises Narkish, and yeah, it's a good thing. Huge star. I hope I hope people subscribe to his channel. Tonight we're going to talk about a couple of things. It's the topic of the night is Ewoks, and it's also about this. This is the worst. Now I have a list. Let me just check this list here. This is my list of the worst sites. I don't even think Inverse is on here yet. I do need to add Inverse. Let me get a pen out here. God, 100,000 pens, but like finding a ballpoint pen is almost impossible in my office. Yeah. All right. So let's make sure the Inverse. I'm gonna write it here. Inverse should be like one of the first on this list. Yeah, there we go. Inverse is one of the worst stations, or the worst stations, the worst websites on the internet. The articles are impossibly stupid, mixed with a little bit of like really dumb, like toilet humor. Uh, I'm just mentally ill people. I feel like work on this website and write the articles. We've been through it before. I actually scroll through and just show you how demented this website is. Comic Artist Per Secrets, Russ Bucket J says, you need to add nerdist.com to that list. I feel like it's already there. I feel like it's already, no, that's Nerd Infinite. Well, I'll tell you, the minute that I encounter a Nerdist article and build, a video about it, I will add them to the list. I think that's kind of the rules. As soon as I find them being overtly offensive, I do add them to the list. Um, yeah. Let's see, what are you guys saying here? How many BuzzFeed level Star Wars news websites are there? Wow, so many. That list is just the beginning. Max Zach 2000. It's just the beginning, and this is part of a conspiracy. I do believe that This is a chain. There are some big websites and little ones. It's almost like there's one central beating heart, and then a million veins, and then capillaries, and they all spread the same poison over the net. Yeah, so it is. It's something to keep track of, and I'm trying to do that for you guys. I think it's part of my job here. All right, so let's talk about Inverse's latest theory. Ewoks are coffee farmers. Coffee. Wow, I was like coffee. No, coffee. All right. Ewoks are coffee farmers according to Star Wars canon. This is written by a man. We want to point out the gender of the people writing these articles. It does kind of there. No longer are people able to write essays and articles just without adding their own little inflections, their own slang. So it is vital that we realize that uh, a male, I'm assuming, wrote this article. We'll notice subtle differences in the way that it's written. Um, so the upcoming Han Solo movie will no doubt make all sorts of changes to the Star Wars canon. But a just released book, let me get my pencil out. But a just released book about Han and Lando's adventures quietly revealed that Ewoks are actually renowned coffee farmers. Is it renowned or renown? I'm not really sure. I think it's renowned. You know, maybe there are some English professors in my crowd that could help me out. Uh, yep, those cute little imperial killing teddy bears. This is what I mean. Yep, like yep, those cute little, like, this is not the way adults write. I know that, like, you guys are sitting there watching me open a lot of toys and complain about them and throw them in the garbage, and people go, well, it's kind of immature that you do that. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but I mean, I wouldn't write an article and go, yep, those cute little imperial killing teddy bears, are responsible for the best cup of Java you'll find outside of Dex's Diner. Uh, yeah. Uh, RBT points out coffee doesn't exist in Star Wars, though. They just drink blue booby milk from aliens and smoke death sticks. I think that's correct. I have seen no evidence that anybody does drink coffee in Star Wars, according to canon. They're going to make an argument that they do, and there is coffee in Star Wars canon. But again, I don't trust Inverse at all. Not one single bit. Lil Raisin Acres says consistently see spelling and grammar mistakes on sites considered news. And those are, you're exactly right, Lil Raisin Acres. And these are the websites that get added to my list. Yeah. RBT again comes out with Ethan used Cyborg Frog's computer powers to shut down. Well, it's Cyber Frog, not Cyborg Frog. He's not really a cyborg. He's just connected. He's got armor that's connected via some kind of like network, kind of like the internet, et cetera, et cetera. You'll learn more about that, but it's Cyber Frog. I did not shut down Zach's stream at all. I don't know why that happened, but he doesn't have much better technology than I do, frankly. Abaddon the Despoiler says the Sith did nothing wrong. The Jedi attempted genocide upon the Sith race. That is a way of looking at it. That is your perspective, and that's fair. The book, Last Shot, a Han, it's Han, by the way, not Han, a Hans and Lando novel, came out earlier this week. And it follows the two coolest characters in the galaxy um, across three distinct time periods. In one of them, set after Return of the Jedi, but well before The Force Awakens, baby Ben Solo kicks his dad in the face. Kicks his dad in the face. All right, is that a link? Better not be porn. Oh, good. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that cucked out facial expression. This drives me insane. That picture drives me insane. I used that for a thumbnail once because it just makes me nuts. Han Solo's killer kicked him in the face first. They're He did really. Wait. None hurt as much as Han Solo's death at the hands of his own son, Kylo Ren, the villain formerly known as Ben. However, a new excerpt from an upcoming official Star Wars book reveals that before Kylo impaled his father through the chest with a lightsaber, he also kicked him in the face in a moment we didn't see in The Force Awakens. Dude, it didn't happen. We didn't see it because it happened, oh, I see, when Ben was 2 years old. On Thursday, the main Star Wars website posted who hasn't been kicked in the face by their 2 year old? My 2 year old kicks me in the face every day. It's a part of being a 2 year old. If you play rough with your kid, they start kicking, they kick you in the face. Han Solo, I wouldn't have taken that seriously. Or like personally, I hope you didn't. Um, little Ben Solo, I don't think he was born evil. Um, Han Solo woke with a tiny foot in his face and an irritating droid voice in his ear. What? The tiny foot was attached to the tiny body of the tiny Ben Solo, mercifully sleeping for what seemed like the first time in days. Han's eyes went wide. Would the boy wake? The boy would indeed wake, and Han would take a hit, the book reveals. Ben stirred and kicked Han once in the face. This is what I mean, guys. This is an article on this stupid, stupid website. This is an article. This is an article. They actually did this. Ridiculous. Rodwell Stevens says bro code. He's referring to, I believe, diversity in comics and his stream going down. Well, that's not my fault, That's not my fault. Subazor says Disney gets $0 from me. Well, I hate to tell you, but Disney got 60, 110, $120 from me over the course of the past week. That included the action figures that I bought, I think $50, and the two vehicles, and then a Rose Tico. $120 I gave to Disney. What do you think of that? It was worth it for these videos, though, I think. My thing is, like, if I can just convince one person not to buy Disney toys, it was worth it. It's worth it. Let's scroll back and hope it's not porn again. Okay. So yeah, they give you a link here and they tell you, go read about how Ben Solo kicked his dad in the face. And there's a whole separate article about a tiny passage in a book that doesn't really matter about how when Ben Solo was 2 years old, and I guess he was sleeping in the same bed as his dad, he kicked him in the face. And they did a whole article about it. I honestly, I can't stand it. Later in that scene, Han's culinary droid, BX778, brews up a mean cup of Andorian cough. Coffee is called cough or calf in the book because, well, that's how Star Wars rolls. Here's an excerpt. Somebody read this book. Coagulating the finest Andorian cough beans, he chirped jauntily as one of his appendages swung. Now, wait a second. Open a floor hatch, and another plunged into the crawl space below, appearing moments later with a scoop of the dark brown beans. Picked up from the cliffs of the Kampalan mountain range on the southeastern peninsula of the Forest Moon by well-compensated, humanely treated Ewok cough farmers. Well-compensated by whom? Who is treating the Ewoks humanely? Where are the Ewoks being enslaved? By Wookiees? Honestly, guys, I gotta check out. I gotta check out of this. I've been thinking about Star Wars nonstop for like a month since I saw the movie. I think it's been a month now. And my eye socket, right in the eye socket of my skull, it just pulses with agony. And I read stuff like this, and I'm like, what the hell? How were the Ewoks were coffee farmers? No, they're not. The Ewoks have no economy. They have no economy. They are not importing or exporting anything. They're not. What do? They're a little native tribe. I mean, you can easily come in there. They're self-sufficient. They live off the land. I don't see any evidence that they have currency. I don't see any evidence that the Ewoks are actually bringing in items from other planets. Like, they're not importing or receiving goods. Yeah, Avon in the Despoiler points out, he says, are the Ewoks now cannibalistic pygmies who are also coffee farmers? This is revisionist. This is totally revisionist history. It is nonsense. And yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to actually give the Ewoks a purpose. They don't need a purpose. They are little bear monster cannibals that live in the woods, and they build things out of sticks and animal skins. Bryce Drake says the Ewoks' only exportation is murder. Yeah. Russ Bucket J points out that there's nowhere to grow coffee on a forest planet. Yeah, I don't know. Is that true? What do you need to make coffee beans? I have no idea. Bill Fitch wants to know when the Ewoks Holocaust is. I don't know. You know what? I hope never. I don't want the Ewoks Holocaust. I just want people to like people who don't love Star Wars, who seem to hate Star Wars, to stop it, to stop changing Star Wars. Oh my God! All right, uh, Calf. I'm just gonna pronounce it Calf, I guess. Actually has a fairly well documented history in Star Wars canon. Oh, Wikipedia has an article on Calf. Uh, yeah. You know what this is though? Oh, these are all the appearances. All right, so these are all books about Star Wars that don't matter. They don't matter. I'm looking to see The Last Jedi Expanded Edition. This is just like people who are writing Star Wars things who are trying to humanize it too much and bring it down to a level that they can relate to. Like, just because humans on Earth in our time period drink coffee doesn't mean like anyone in Star Wars would. Find something else. Why don't you be creative? Look at this food specifications, physical description, beverage, plants used, calf beans, other ingredients, caffeine, edible by these races, human, Sulistan, Twi'lek, Umbrains, effects raising alertness. If it's not edible by Ewoks, why would Ewoks ever make it? How would they have discovered coffee? Ridiculous. Um, canon, none of this matters, by the way. If it's not in the movies, it's not real. It at least needs to be in the holiday special, at least. Ninja Kid says just call it fucking coffee. Yeah, why don't they? Why are we playing these games? Darth Bunk is really angry. He says there is no coffee in Star Wars. He said with three exclamation points and in all caps. So he's clearly irritated by all this. Um, Diversity, inclusion, compassion, kindness, and comics. Our friend Cecil makes a rather yeah current observation. He says, "I'd rather be Finn in a Starbucks than drink the raw sewage Ewoks call coffee." Yeah, that happened right in my neighborhood. That right, right over the bridge in Philly. Uh, yeah. Don't loiter in a star. Yeah, nobody loiters in a Starbucks. It's not like I go in there and see people sitting around in Starbucks doing things that they could be doing at home. Do they have homes? Uh, hey, oh look, it's a cartoonist sitting in a Starbucks working on his cartoons. Don't tell me you're not trying to get attention. You're just trying to get attention and you pretend that you aren't. Why would you ever draw in a Starbucks? What is the atmosphere so nice in there that you want to sit there and you want to do cartooning in a Starbucks? There's nothing good in there. You just get a coffee and leave. Why are you sitting there drinking your coffee in a crowded little Starbucks pretending like drawing? So people look over your shoulder and go, hmm, wow, that's really good. You're really good. Hey, do you draw anywhere? Do you draw professionally? Yeah, that's the only reason why anybody does that. Well, you set up your laptop in a Starbucks and pretend to do work. Rabbit the cat says Starbucks Wi-Fi is better than EVS. Well, okay, to be fair, that's true, but I couldn't hold a live stream in a Starbucks. I wouldn't do that. Free Wi-Fi. Who doesn't have Wi-Fi right now? How do you not have Wi-Fi? And by the way, Wi-Fi doesn't explain the cartooning. I saw some guy there. I saw him doing cartoons, and he was older. He was older than me. He's like, yes, I do cartoons for the New Yorker. I'm like, oh, okay. You're doing them here? Yeah, well, no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you're. No, the guy was like 50 years old. Oh, you do cartoons for the New Yorker, huh? Yes, now and then I do cartoons for the New Yorker. Well, why don't you do them at home? Pardon me? Yeah. Well, that's what I do. I work at home. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. All right, so let's finish this stupid article. BX778 goes out of his way to say the Ewok farmers are well compensated and quote unquote humanely treated, which seems to indicate the Ewoks did not always cultivate coffee. Rather, a more advanced coffee drinking species came to the forest moon following the destruction of the second Death Star and found a new workforce. The prime directive, this is all in your head. You imagine this. The BX778 states that they're humanely treated, raises the idea that human treatment of Ewoks isn't a given, which is kind of messed up, even if they are a species that will eat human flesh if given the chance. That's another link. Yeah. Ewoks do not try to eat Leia in New Forces of Destiny. That's great. Terrific. Yeah, all right, I'm glad. Another article, by the way, in Inverse about something that doesn't happen. Brilliant. Yeah, all right. So, the real coffee industry here on Earth has ethical issues of its own, and not all coffee growers are paid a fair wage and treated well by their employers. And imagine then how less advanced beings like the Ewoks might be taken advantage of by a galactic agricultural giant. Yeah, don't abuse these guys. Don't abuse them. Yeah. And by the way, they don't seem like they're pushovers in any way. I don't think you could enslave the Ewoks. Honestly, though, given that the official Star Wars canon seems to have debunked the idea of the Endor Holocaust. Somebody asked about that. Somebody asked about the Endor Holocaust. Yeah. No, didn't happen. A popular theory that posited that the ruins of the Death Star would have ravaged Endor's moon with flaming debris and killed all of the Ewoks, uh, being possibly exploited agricultural workers for a corporation they don't understand. Maybe isn't so bad. This is all speculation, and somebody got paid to write this stupid article. I will tell you this again. Inverse is the single worst website of all of them. Of all of them. It's so deficient in so many different ways. Don't read this. Don't read this, please. Yeah, don't give them any more traffic. I'm already doing that for you guys. If they post anything that you need to read, I will let you know. Dark Raichu says, "LOL, the way that article was written. Back in my day, they paid editors to prevent that kind of article from getting print. Yeah, they don't have that anymore. They don't have that anymore. They don't care. They just need content. They need content, and they hire college kids, and kids are getting dumber and dumber." Chocho says EVS's new eBay series, Starbucks Sketches Live. You mean YouTube series? I would do that. I would totally do that. Akashic Soldier says, "Are your super chats disabled?" I don't know. Let me try to super chat myself. Buy and send. Yeah, it's for me. I might as well. Pay with Touch ID. All right, I'm gonna send myself $2. Done. And you're all set. My purchase was no. I look there it is. I just gave myself $1.99, and it seems to work. Cough is Ewok. A plot twist, says Fearon. Coffee is Ewok shit. That is awful. I hope that's not true. Thank you, Cecil, for your super chat. I can't read it though for some reason. I only see the amount. That is weird. Uh, I love their bond. Okay. Thank yourself. I want to thank me. Thank you, Comic Artist Pro Secrets, for the super chat. Yeah. What is a super chat? A super chat is a way to tip. Yeah. It's a tipping service. I don't know. Therm Scissor Punch and Ryan Johnson versus 10 Ewoks. Who wins? Asks Modern Honk. I, you know what? We haven't seen very much of Therm Scissor Punch yet. I really think he might be a breakout character. At first I saw Scissor Punch as a real problem, and an embarrassment. But now, the more I see of other characters, the more I see of, like, this, you know, I don't know. I think maybe Therm Scissor Punch is the way to go. Thank you, James, for the super chat. Ewok lives matter. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, people are people are lowering their expectations even more all the time. As Star Wars goes on. Today, after unpacking, I swear to God, after unpacking that ridiculous land speeder, somebody told me it was a wing hinge or a hinge wing. I don't know what that means. I don't know what a hinge wing is, and I don't know. I mean, to me, you know what? Like, hang on, let me pull this out of the garbage. All right. So the hinge wing is basically. It's not dirty or anything. Can I back out a little bit? All right. So look at this thing. This is essentially. This looks like, okay, if you're a Mormon missionary, this looks like a Book of Mormon. It's a Book of Mormon. Look at that. Hey, can I tell you about the Mormon Church? And then they actually made it into they made it into a vehicle. They made it into a vehicle. But this should say another testament of Jesus Christ on it. Absolutely crazy. So when I saw that, I just went, it really does seem like it really does seem like they've just given up. Oh, we got a super chat here. Don't worry, I'm like Zach now. I slow down the chat so I can kind of. Oh, a Cossack Soldier. Thank you for a very big super chat. I think I don't know. Yeah, oh yeah, it was. Wow, thank you so much. I don't know what A is. Rich56, thank you for the super chat. Replace Kathleen Kennedy with Harvey Weinstein. That would be a story that I would like to read to you guys, if that were to happen. That would be really, really terrific. By the way, thank you, Caustic Soldier. You essentially just paid for the speeder bike and for the Book of Mormon vehicle. So, a round of applause for you. Yeah, you just paid me back for that. So that's great. Um, so the super chats no longer go towards diapers, but buy Ethan Star Wars toys. Hey, RBT, even worse, I throw the Star Wars toys in the garbage. They irritate me so much after I play with them for a little bit. Um, so yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. Aussie money says too legit to quit. Worthless. I don't know. I think Australian money is probably pretty good. I've been there. When you go to Australia, everything is super cheap. I remember noticing that everything is very inexpensive. Riley says, EVS, how much do I have to pay you for you to finally get around to that how to Ghost Rider video you promised me in a live chat like 3 weeks ago? Riley, at the moment, this is a lot of you are saying, where are the drawing videos? Here's what's going on. Like, I'm working on Green Lantern stuff like crazy, and I'm trying to finish up. As soon as I'm finished my Green Lantern work, it's going to be all drawing videos all the time. I promise you. It's going to be, you guys are going to be involved in every aspect of drawing Cyberfrog. You guys are going to be involved in all kinds of, how to draw videos. And I'm going to do a lot of I'll like probably turn these chats into, hey, tell me what to draw. We'll draw and then we'll put it up on eBay. And I think that would be fun to do for a little while. Cumberbatch Pepperpot, thank you for the super chat. And you're insisting that I spend it on diapers. I will. Darth Bunk says, I can't follow this channel anymore. Ethan doesn't know what a hinge wing is. Darth Bunk, tell me what it is. What is a hinge wing? I'm interested in knowing. Mm-hmm. Uh, Pancake said you started a live chat without me. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, if you let me know your schedule, I will schedule them more around you. Rory Vandekamp says, "Did you see the Slave One in the solo trailer? I didn't notice it. I'm hearing people talk about it. I didn't notice it, and I'll go back and look at it. Which solo trailer? Which one?" Army Vet Rod Patreon video says you should watch the Ewok Hunt trailer from EA Battlefront 2. You may need to buy a PS4 for. Okay, I do have a PS4. I never play it. For research, Ewok Hunt is terrifyingly hilarious. It will get good numbers, especially with your brilliant sarcasm. So what you're saying is I should live stream gameplay of Ewok Hunt. Uh, I will. I will. RBT says the little baby having to wear trash bags while Ethan plays with his Rose Tico dolls. Yeah, I know. It's like, oh yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you're wearing, a grocery bag around your hindquarters, but look at Rose Tico. It's Kami Rose Tico. Yeah, it's Kim Jong Tico. True. Mm. Roger Wheel says, did you hear about Dan Jurgens doing Green Lantern this summer? No, I haven't. That's terrific. That's actually great news. I love Dan Jurgens. He'll do a good job. Although I'll miss him on Superman quite a bit. I think he was the definitive Superman. Well, like he is Superman. Like that is his character. And I've always said I want to be to Green Lantern what Dan Jurgens is to Superman, which is just it's always there. It's like the most important part of his career was his run on Superman. So, but he's so classic superhero and he's such a great guy. Chocho says, did you get a chance to check out Action Comics 1000 yet? And the answer is no, I haven't. What, is it good? Let me know if it's any good. A lot of people were complaining about my thumb. Let me ask you guys a question and be honest with me, because I did ask my wife, do I have toe thumbs? Hold on. Are these toe thumbs? And you can, be honest. Don't worry about hurting my feelings. I asked my wife, and she said yes. She said yes, they are toe thumbs. I was shocked. Mm-hmm. Okay, Russ Bucket J says, in a Screen Rant interview, Thandie Newton says she's the first woman of color in a major role in Star Wars. Rose Tico must be pissed off right about now. Any thoughts on that? I don't know. I don't define what a WOC is. Maybe that just means like black. So if it's about, a black woman, then yeah, I guess she is. I don't know. I'm not really keeping track. Um, Yeah, I will. You know what? I will check out the Ewoks game. I do want to do that. Um, Man of Action says Boba Fett is in Solo. Listen, yeah, maybe. Um, a Caustic Soldier said, "Did you get my message with the super chat, or did it come through blank?" It came through blank. It just came through with an amount on it. A Caustic Soldier. What did it say? Um, Age234 says, after you line up your army of Rose Ticos, will you light them on fire with a flamethrower like Ashens would? I don't have a flamethrower. No, I'm not that destructive. Not really. I just throw them in the garbage. I think that's more disrespectful. It's like not psychotic. Like people who destroy these things, it's psychotic. You just throw them in the garbage. Comic Conservative, thank you for the super chat. How do you feel about a Jawbreakers versus Cyberfrog graphic novel? Yeah, maybe we'll do that. I mean, the thing that Zach and I both have in common is that we're listening to you guys. So if you guys say, will you do a Cyberfrog Jawbreakers graphic novel and we'll, fund it, crowd fund it, we're going to say yes, we're going to do that because this is an industry and we're here to make money by serving your interests and your wants. So that will be all on you guys. If you do want that kind of a thing, we will do it. Yes, everyone's saying yes, yes, toe thumbs, sorry. Paul is saying don't bite them. I don't bite my nails at all. At all. I trimmed them today. So far, everyone is saying yes. Benjamin Workman, hello from Dallas, Texas. Hello right back at you from Marlton, New Jersey. Everyone is saying, I'm sorry to inform you. that you do have toe thumbs. What do I do about it? Like Megan Fox, somebody said. Really? Oh, I have Ewok thumbs. Yeah, looks kind of like your head, says Riley. Yeah, it does look like my head. Oh my goodness. Hammer thumbs. Toe thumb scissor punch. Bryce Drake says, do you also have thumb toes? You want to see my toe? I don't know if you want to see that for comparison. The nails are toenails. The thumbs are fine. Yeah, I have these like rectangular turned on their side thumbnails. I always thought they were normal, but I'm starting to realize that I've always been a freak. Always. Vlad Piranha says, Ethan, you should autograph Rose Tico toys and sell them on eBay. This character sucks, Ethan. I'd buy the hell out of that. Um, no, uh, no, I don't think I would do that. I would just give them to you guys, honestly. Chaplain Joe says, yes, stop biting your nails. I don't bite my nails, I promise you. Um, James Hayes says, no, they aren't fat enough. They are just blunt, clumsy looking thumbs. Oh, yeah. Well, they work. Ivan Niev says, I live in New Jersey. Let's watch Solo. I need the support. Okay. What part of New Jersey do you live in? A Caustic Soldier sends another super chat. Thank you. This time your message did come through. Each time SJWs knock a video off your channel, I will send another payment. Attempts to silence Ethan will result in me giving him more money. Yeah, thank you. That only happened once, and they did get 5 videos knocked down. And they weren't particularly. The one video that they did get knocked down was my live reaction to the BuzzFeed article, in which I actually specifically took down individuals. I rarely do that. I rarely mention toxic individuals in comics, but that video I did. And I spoke with truth and justice, and that is one of the videos that they got knocked down. So uh, that was frustrating. It made me suspicious. It made me a little paranoid. I changed the password to my YouTube channel just in case that was what was going on. Um, yeah, Army Vet Rod Patreon video says, if she loves you despite them, what does our opinion matter? Well, her opinion matters the most, but I'll get multiple opinions about something like toe thumb because it's news to me. Like, I didn't know it was a thing. Um, yeah. Death H says, what do you think of Lee Bermejo's artwork? I love Lee Bermejo's artwork. It's beautiful. But it's gonna be hard for you to find someone whose artwork I don't like. I'm trying to think, there are a couple people, but you know what? Their artwork is also kind of tied in with their personalities. I know them personally, and they're total dicks, and I don't like their artwork. On top of that, that really helps when somebody is terrible. And yeah, Jacob Hernandez says, I love your vids. It's such a simple and kind message. Thank you, Jacob Hernandez. Welcome. I'm glad you're watching them. Uh, I don't know if no, I don't have thumb toes, Brent. I would be willing to show my feet. I don't mind doing that, but that seems to be kind of verbatim on the internet. You don't want to, like, people are weird about feet. My feet are beautiful. I don't really have a problem with it. But yeah, I probably wouldn't do that just to prove a point. Yeah, Jay Smith says no toe vids, please. No, yeah, I won't. I won't. Um, mm-hmm. Uh, Mr. Temporal points out that I definitely don't have an Ewok's nose. No, 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 not at all. I have a very triangular nose. If Ryan Johnson and if I had Ryan Johnson's head and my nose was on his head, we'd look like the Jack in the Box mascot. I mean, that would be messed up. So thank goodness I don't have his head shape and he doesn't have my nose. We'd be selling hamburgers. Um, Riley says Ethan Van Toad Thumb Punch is the latest Star Wars villain. That could be. Don't give him any ideas though. OG Spank Your Face 1776. What a patriotic name. Says, thank you, Darth Ethan, for making my night shift so enjoyable and hilarious. I really appreciate it. It is my pleasure. Yeah, it's absolutely no problem. Some people are saying that people are being too mean to me here. Oh, no, no. No, I usually just get off these live streams and cry, but I won't cry. I'm very brave. while these live streams are happening. But yeah, I'll probably go cry in the shower after this is over. I'll look at my thumbs and be like, oh my God. Um, Ivan says he lives in Patterson, New Jersey, but my friend is down near Camden. I don't mind the drive. Don't drive to Camden. Walter Bonham says Ethan would be great at thumb wrestling. Yeah, I am. Damn right. That's what I'm good for. That's what these thumbs are good for. I'll take any of y'all down with these. Yeah. And toe wrestling too. Um, yeah, Stevie Sparks says I missed the Last Jedi initial reaction video. I do too. By the way, like that video was my first video that broke 100,000 views, and a lot of people are like, "Why are you like? What are you doing? Like, why are you doing these?" All right, look, these Star Wars videos are so fun to make, but also they get a lot of views and a lot of new subs in, and Star Wars is something that I kind of enjoy talking about. That video broke 100,000 views, and they took it down. It would be up to like 400,000 views if it were still there right now. People were actually talking about it. It was linked on other websites. So I am annoyed by that. Um, yeah. John Robertson says, Ethan, get your thumbs too botched. I don't know what that means, but probably hurt my feelings if I did know. Um, yeah. RBT says, Ethan is patient zero for the Last Jedi derangement syndrome. Yeah, but you guys don't like it either. Mark Clark, thank you for the super chat. Not much to say, just appreciate your wit and art. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate your being here more than you know. I appreciate your being a viewer and a fan and a subscriber. OG Smack Your Face, I have not seen Wayne Barlow's artwork. I'm sorry. You could send it my way, though. Little Raisin Acres says, ew, no feet. And Anthony Manton says, don't be ashamed of those thumbs. They are mighty. I appreciate some support. Mr. Temporal. Okay, ready? Hey, congratulations on getting into physics camp, Armando. All right, I hope that was good. Vlad Piranha points out that Rob Liefeld is weird about feet, that's for sure. Yeah, well, listen, feet are hard to draw. So if you can hide them behind tiny little mountains and smoke, that just makes sense for me. That just makes sense. People want to see Zach's feet. Okay. Robert Harkins says, I have an audio-only backup of the BuzzFeed video if anyone wants it mirrored. Yeah, I wish somebody had the video, although I don't know if the video was that interesting, to be honest with you. It was just me kind of probably pointing at the screen. Yeah, somebody else, Michelle Mead says, Uncle Ethan could be a hand model if this comic thing doesn't work out. No, people are making fun of my hands now, too. My gorgeous, gorgeous hands. And my new wedding ring. Yeah. I'm still a newlywed, right? I mean, November. Still a newlywed. Robert Harkin says EVS has Bob Hope's nose. Yeah, kinda. Bob Hope has a little bit more of a slope. My nose just comes straight out of my head like a doorstop. It's like a sundial on my face. It's really upsetting. And I've said to my wife a few times, I've said, you know what, I'm not doing conventions while Ava is really young. So why don't I just go get a nose job? And then when I appear in public again, I'll have a whole new face. And she just looks at me like I'm crazy. It's like, you're not getting your nose fixed. I'm like, well, why not? She's like, what? Um, she's like, do not get a nose job. I'm sorry, I'm reading some of your chats and getting distracted. So no nose job. Yeah. RBT wonders if I cuddle with my Rose Tico dolls in bed after the stream. And my wife asks, honey, can you not keep these in the bed? No. I wouldn't do that. All my Rose Tico toys are in a drawer right now. I'm trying to decide what to do with them. Russ Bucket J says, your wife loves your nose, so it's likely she loves your weird little thumbs too. She loves me. It's amazing. I'm always amazed that anyone loves me. So she's great. She's a keeper. I certainly love her too. Oh, this chat's too corny. Scott S says, Ethan, my local comic shop won't let me add you to my pull list as an artist. How can I track your work and pre-order it ahead of time? Why won't your local comic shop let you add me to your pull list? That's ridiculous. Where do you live? Soviet Union? Stevie Sparks says, since everyone is being insulting, you have a face made for radio. But you have a great voice and wit. What? Oh my God. Thank you. Yeah, it's good when you notice that everyone is kicking someone to like say, well, since everyone else is doing it, I might as well join in. Oh, I have a nice beard though. I do. Yeah, my beard is good. It is good. Stephen Miller says this isn't the first time EVS has talked about getting a nose job. No, of course not. Oh my goodness, it's getting even more insulting now. Nobody could fix your nose, Ethan. Oh my God. Yeah. Get a free nose job by sticking your face into the chimpanzee zoo enclosure. Oh, I gotta keep my voice down. I'm too loud. Uh, yeah, it's true. Oh, hey, Jeff is here from World Class Bullshitters. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We're roasting me. Please, iFan says you sound like Owen Wilson. People are saying I sound like. Everyone is saying that I sound like John Malkovich, and I didn't know anyone knew what John Malkovich sounded like. Um, but yeah, I went. My wife and I went. And we looked him up. He did an appearance on Johnny Carson or something. I don't know. Not Johnny Carson. What the hell am I talking about? One of these other late night guys. And yeah, he started talking about his voice, and I was just like, dude, yeah, I kind of do sound like him, but he's like West Coast and I'm East Coast. I'm far behind. So no, I'm not far behind at all. I'm right here. Um, am I? It wasn't Jay Leno? No, not at all. Um, yeah, it was. I don't know. Who knows? I don't watch any of that stuff. Uh, Slick Jimmy Speaks says, EVS, I challenge you to design and draw a better speeder than the solo trash. I I could do that with my eyes closed. Stevie Sparks says, we love you, bro. I'm betting nobody here in your audience is winning any beauty prizes. Don't be too sure. I'm sure a lot of people here are very attractive. Um, yeah. Uh, Iwazaru says, Ethan, your nose smells. Oh my God, you guys are so mean. Some men are all thumbs. Ethan is all nose. Pure Idaho spud. Oh, Rourke Douglas Decker. Let's see. You make happy clouds. I do. I do make happy clouds. Um, yeah, being Ethan Van Sciver. Do I really sound like John Malkovich to you guys? Like, because it's like nobody has ever told me that before until I started this channel. And then everybody starts saying, you sound exactly like John Malkovich. Like, John Malkovich sounds a certain way. And, it's so obvious, that I sound like him. Ivan Neves, thanks for the super chat. The jealousy of your art skills, maybe? Damn haters. Yeah, what's up with these haters, Ivan? What is up with these haters? Why can't they just, be participators? DJ Rice says, Ethan, you should torch those potato sack Tico dolls. Um, yeah. Oh, by the way, they're only getting worse. I mean, let me see. Can I get a little light over here? I don't know. Probably not. This is the original Rose Tico toy. And, I mean, say what you want. By the way, she has no boobies whatsoever. None. None. I don't know why you would do that. Where's the new Rose Tico? Okay. New Rose Tico. Look. Some boobies. Like slight boobies. But the paint job is terrible. I really, this section right here in her hair looks really strange that they didn't paint it black. So from the front, she looks weird. Uh, I don't know. We got two different Rose Ticos. Somebody told me there was a third Rose Tico toy from this line. She came in a 4-pack. I'm definitely going to buy that. I'm definitely buying that 4-pack. Zen Lion points out that he or she is beautiful. I believe you. Um, Army Vet Rod makes a dirty joke that's pretty funny. Good job. Uh, RVT says we just bust his balls because we love him. Too legit to quit says no, we're all just basement dwelling trolls. Uh, Yeah, my basement's nice. I'm actually thinking about dwelling down there. Right now, my office is upstairs on the main floor. But like, the problem is when I make these videos and the kids are running around, you can hear the kids in the background. I'm thinking about moving my entire studio downstairs and building an actual like legit H3 studio down there. My basement's finished. It's really nice. I could do that, and that way you'd be able to look at my face all the time. I would definitely like have like 4 or 5 different cameras from different angles, and you'd be able to see my face as I talk to you. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Trevor Wedge says, enjoying the sardonic show despite having no interest in comics. Comics is shrinking. I don't even know what to say about it. It makes me sad. Like every time what is it called? Comicron numbers come out, it gets worse and worse. And I don't know. I don't know what to do about it really. All I can really do is keep focused on you guys. Essentially, just kind of make videos for you guys and start thinking about making comics directly for you guys. Scott S says, do comic book stores normally let you add artists to your pull list? Yeah, that might be the case. I was taking that personally, but it might be true that they can't track down what I'm doing every month. Like, you have to know what I'm doing and then subscribe to that book. Um, and that's what they can do. Salty Cracker now is pretty sure that I sound just like John Malkovich, and so does everyone else. Um, Mr. Temporal points out that the haters are participators in hating. I agree. Michelle Mead says ball busting is the highest form of love. Is it the highest form? Um, yeah, a few people are saying they would hit that when it comes to Rose Tico. I admit, like, I'm getting a little bit of a crush on like the idea of Rose Tico, a little bit. Like, even though like I don't know, it's hideous. I don't know. I like it. Who flung poo? Thank you for the super chat. Rose is wearing baggy burlap sacks. It is true. This costume, this uniform, is completely unappealing, and yeah, not good. Just not good. Colin Crumry says, never would have thought Malkovich if you hadn't said something about it. Uh, I wouldn't have either. I'm telling you. Everyone else is telling me that, and I guess I agree. Uh, don't bury a rose in the garden; she will multiply. That would be cool if you buried a Star Wars figure in your backyard and it grew into an actual. That wouldn't be cool at all. Um, Rory Vandekamp says, awesome live chat. Do more, please. Cell phone is dead. Gotta go take care, everyone. All right. Well, we do these every other day, I think. I want to keep in touch with you guys. Seriously, the sincere side of me comes out every now and then and just says, thanks so much for supporting me and this channel, in a very, like, sincere way. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys being here and being fans and commenting and super chats and Patreon and liking the videos. This is all cool. My channel is growing so fast. I'm gonna be at 26,000 by tomorrow, um, and that is astounding. The kind of growth I'm getting like 500 new subscribers a day at this point, and that is pretty impressive. Zach Briggs says, thank you for the super chat, by the way. What would you do if you saw Kathleen Kennedy's grinning face hovering above your bed in the middle of the night? I don't know. I'd call the Ghostbusters, I guess, but these current Ghostbusters wouldn't be on my side. They'd be on her side. So I guess I would have to let her do to me what she did to Dan Aykroyd in Ghostbusters 1, and that would be awful. Um, Gamer Goddess says, anyone got any anti The Last Jedi merch? I don't know. Do they make that? Uh, Ivan Neves, thanks for another super chat. Switch to manga style, maybe the Asian market. Yeah, I guess. Like, how do you get people interested in comics again? I mean, I feel like, a lot of what diversity in comics says is true in the sense that fans are being disenfranchised left and right, and it's a circular effect. It kind of affects the comic book stores, which affects comic book companies, which affects us. So I don't know. I think really the thing to do, honestly, is do what Diversity in Comics is doing and market straight to you guys through Indiegogo campaigns, and just do the very best comics that you can. Um, I'm sitting here like trying to finish this Green Lantern stuff. All I can think about is Cyberfrog, and my plans for it. I want to make this an indisputable work of art. I want to make this my finest effort ever because it's mine. Like it's not like drawing Green Lantern is one thing. It's theirs. It's like you can do your best work ever. It doesn't belong to you. It doesn't really help you in any way. It's on the stands for a month and then it's gone. In this case, 2 weeks and it's gone. Um, when you're drawing your own book, it's yours. You're doing work for yourself, and that makes you want to do better. Yeah. People are all talking about whether or not they would hit Rose Tico. By hit, we don't mean abuse physically. I think we just mean kind of smash in the sexual sense. Um, DJ Ray says you just have a love hate relationship with Rose. Yeah, because here's why. Rose is a weird thing. First of all, she's not attractive at all. But I was very curious about the character because all the SJWs said she was great. And so when I watched the movie, I expected her to be great in an SJW kind of way. And she wasn't even that. And then I was like, why do they keep putting out Rose Tico merchandise? And then I became kind of fascinated with Rose Tico. I don't know. It's weird. She's a terrible character. She does nothing in the film worthwhile. She has a stupid quote about saving what we love. Ridiculous. And yeah. D Dub says, I think Cyberfrog will do all right if Ethan promotes him with his YouTube. Yeah, this is all about YouTube. That is the thing. And I hope you guys do support. I mean, I'll make it so that you can support at many different levels, but please do support and buy Cyberfrog when I launch my either Indiegogo or Kickstarter. Um, and I think that would be, I would really appreciate that. Uh, Spank Your Face says, do you have a Facebook, Ethan, so I can send you some of Wayne Barlow's art? I do have a Facebook, but I rarely use it. It's so boring. Once you get into Twitter, you're like, I don't need Facebook anymore. And then once you get into YouTube, you're like, I don't need Twitter anymore. I can speak to, perhaps I can speak to, 100,000 plus people on YouTube. Why would I, and you can hear me and see me if I want. Why would I ever use Twitter ever again? It's ridiculous. Farron says, set up an online shop. Okay, I will. Um, Robert Comau says, Diversity in Comics live stream is twice as big as this one. Well, I have 237 people in here, and his channel is twice as big as mine. So that's not surprising. But yeah. Who Flung Poo says, thank you for the super chat. 4-pack Rose Tico is not as good as a 4-pack of Rose's tacos. Well, amen, brother. I never said that it was. I'd rather have tacos any day than Ticos. Uh, Yoan Wool says, EVS, do what the gun channels are doing and just put all your work in Pornhub. I heard about that. But I don't need to do that. Like, there's nothing that I'm doing that YouTube wouldn't subsidize. It's all fine. I mean, I'm doing good ad-worthy content here that people are enjoying. Yeah. Let's see. Ethan, why had the world forgotten Gary Larson? Asked Trevor Wedge. Yeah, the Far Side artist. What happened to him? That is weird. Um, Yeah, get Capcom to make a Cyberpunk side-scrolling beat 'em up. All right, D-Dubs, that is my ultimate goal. What I want is a video game, a Cyberpunk video game. So that's why I'm doing these books. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna, aim for a video game. I would like a movie or a TV show, but I'm not sure that that would be the best thing. The best thing would be a video game on the PS4, something really good. Um, let's see. Robert Kamau says, Ethan, how many retweets till I get added to your comic book as a hero? You know what? I might actually offer that as a Kickstarter tier, because there will be about 10 human characters in Cyberfrog, and I have no idea who they are yet. So I might actually make it a tier that you can be one of those human characters for like a lot of money. But I would actually draw you in the book until you were eaten by a giant hornet. Stevie Sparks says, "Did you get your taxes done?" Yeah, got them done. Last minute. My prepper is pretty good, but got them in just in time. I think like at 8 p.m. I got them in yesterday. Um, Robert, come out. Facebook is for basic bitches. It's just like I used to really like Facebook, but it's too small. It's too small. Wildcard Productions says, "You gonna draw today?" Not on camera because it's Green Lantern. I'm stuck. I can't. DC won't let me draw on camera. They don't let you preview your work anymore. I just showed you a glimpse of what I'm working on, and you can't do, you know, you can't do drawings on camera. It sucks. Will Trump appear in Cyberfrog? Yeah, possibly. But you have to remember that I've told you the one giveaway about this new series is that the world ended in 1998. So if Bill Clinton survived, he's still the president. Um, Trump never became president. No. Uh, Yeah, somebody said Gary Larson died. I hope that's not true. All right, so is this about it? Let me catch up here. Rax the Hero, thank you for the super chat. Status on Neutron being Cyberfolk's tech guy. Neutron, what a great name. That's cute. A tech guy named Neutron. Robert Kumal asked if I'll sign his tits. No, no. Filthy. Yeah. Yeah, Harry from Night Court died. That was very sad. All right, guys. I think that's good. I don't usually like to keep these things longer than an hour. Sometimes we go over, which we have here. Um, yeah. Cecil says, "Can you film yourself drawing Green Lantern and show it after the book is released?" Yeah, but then it clogs up my phone for like 2 months, so it's silly. Yeah, love you guys too. All right, so with that, I'm gonna say goodnight to you guys. Thank you so much for the super chats. There will be more videos up tomorrow. I don't think there'll be toy reviews. We will be back to business. Tomorrow, I'm going to be reviewing Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. I'm going to do a couple of commentaries. Also, let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. This cover comes out next week by me. This is Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 43. So, run out and grab a copy of that for me, please. I will appreciate it. And yeah. Oh, and I keep meaning to put up all the artwork on eBay. I'm really, really like buried, guys. I'm gonna all the artwork is gonna go up on eBay. I will let you know on video where and I'll give you the link and everything like that. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.